Be honest, what do you do on Friday nights? Mostly relax at home with the hubs. If we are at home, then we mostly just watch TV or play video games together, but sometimes if we are feeling up to going out, then we usually just go out to eat and window shop. But our main out days are Saturday/Sunday, and depending on how the weekend goes, we might go out both days. Not much, I'm usually at home or I work. I don't have a lot of friends, and the ones I do have are with the children or partners. I'm a single mother, so I don't get out much, and when I don't have the kids, I really don't know what to do with my time or where to start. I do whatever I feel like, which is usually catch up on my trash TV, maybe go out for dinner or DoorDash it, and enjoy the feeling of 2 free days on the horizon. I'm more active on my Saturdays plus Sundays. Friday is like my time to catch my breath after the work week. I either work late if I have no plans, then eat by myself and walk around the city, then head home. Sometimes I may have a drinks event, so I'll try to go and socialize. It's funny, but both make me feel lonely because I usually end up not meeting anyone lasting, so I just go home feeling alone. Nothing. I come home from work, have a shower, and then sit on my couch playing my Switch and watching Desperate Housewives. Maybe have a couple glasses of wine. Then I go to bed like an old lady at 9 p.m. and wake up at 7 a.m. the next morning. Or 5 depending if I have to work. I work in healthcare, so my schedule is super random and all over the place. If it's just me and my husband has to work, I'll eat an edible, chill on the couch, and watch Office reruns or The Hunger Games for the 100th time while playing Zelda bot until it's time to get him up for work. If he's home, we'll catch up on whatever shows we missed throughout the week or watch a movie and then bang. How do you guys deal with temper tantrums? You might like Albert Ellis's book How to Control Your Anger Before It Controls You, and possibly Robert Glover's book No More Mr. Nice Guy, which isn't about anger specifically but is about some of the things that make people angry and lead to unhealthy habits of action and thought. Trust me, speaking here as a man in his 60s who has a lot of regrets from my past, not controlling your anger will give you a lot of regrets, and will damage relationships, some of which will take a long time to fix, and some of which will never be fixed at all. I wish I had read those books 40 years ago. You have a chance to read them now. Don't turn 60 with the regrets I have. My boyfriend went through a period where he was doing this a lot. It started to scare me. I told him I was afraid his anger would one day turn on me. Since then, if he is having a bad day, we talk about it. I say find someone you can trust to talk about things with so you don't let things build up. Also find an outlet. He rides his BMX and it seems like putting that energy into an outlet also helps. He hasn't had an outburst, at least not in front of me, since he started letting those emotions out in a healthier way. I am not a man, but I used to get that anger and need to be violent. I still have a scar on my hand from punching my locker in high school. This no longer happens to me though, and I think it is for a few reasons. Maturity, am now twice my age since the locker incident. Physical activity, I run, bike, hike and do yoga. Life, I don't live with my incompatible parents and now have a kick-ass husband that I love dearly. We also foster dogs. So usually there is a dog in my house. I also cut out people or things that add unnecessary drama, shitty friends, things I don't want to do. They feel as though technology hyper-evolved overnight, AI, robots, etc. AI is definitely the hot thing right now. In the past few months it went from just being out there to becoming a frenzy. In the grand scheme of the Time Lords, the blink of an eye, the ultimate change is coming closer. We are just the midwives for a massive shift in evolution, delivering machines telling us to go the way of the dinosaurs. Nah, you just aren't following it close enough. It's been happening for a while now. I hope I was nice to my robot in Lego League. Yes, I do think it's evolving very rapidly. Yes, suddenly I'm hearing about chat, and instead of hearing about how I is going to be the future, I'm hearing about how this future is here. I just learned about Replika, and it's been around for years. I feel like I've been living under a rock. Definitely, it's like a feeling of being out of the loop. I don't keep up to date with technological advancements. Then I come on here and suddenly it's the new thing which everyone is talking about. It's staggering how fast technology is advancing and replacing certain aspects of everyday life. I kind of get the impression we are living in the exact moment that is undergoing rapid change. And it will soon become a distant memory before we know it. Yes, I'm someone who has always loved technological advances. But the developments revealed lately with AI, specifically deep fakes and automated visual creation, makes me already sad for the good old days, like 2 years ago. I just know we will be living in a different world. One big thing that will hit us this next year is not being able to believe things we see digitally, because it can't be known to be real and opos. My hope is that as a result, us humans will rely more on things we saw with our own eyes or trusted word from friends who saw or heard things in real life. What is your biggest relationship regret? This will sound dumb, but not having one. Some really toxic friends during my adolescence, combined with what I now know was social anxiety, led to a crippling lack of self-confidence. I didn't think any guy would want to date me because I disliked myself so much. And overall it seemed to work. I can count on one hand the number of times I've been asked out on a date. I've been in therapy, and I'm in a much better place now. But my life has also changed and I'm not sure if that ship has sailed for me. I'm 40. I take care of my parents. I have a house and car and investments that I need to take care of. Not sure if there's a guy out there who could fit into my life. Not walking away from a relationship when I realized we were progressing differently as individuals. I wanted to focus on my career and build on our future. He wanted success but didn't want to work for it. Instead of supporting me, he started to put me down and make negative remarks. I thought I could change him. Show him I was doing this for us. The more I tried, the more successes I achieved, the more resentful he became. You can't change or fix someone. Being treated like a cum rag by two guys before I finally got myself together and left. First guy raped me and pressured me into marriage after almost a year of dating, proposed on New Year's, trapping me where I couldn't leave unless I said yes in front of his friends. And the second guy was just a loser stoner who treated me like trash and desperately tried to keep me around as a sex friend after I broke up with him, even came to my friend's wedding thinking it was mine to try and propose to me. Both were the biggest regrets of my life. I don't date much because of it. I just live with the two guys in my life that want only the best for me. And working on my mental health, reminding myself I'm more than a sex object.